putting out my brand out there. Like Jakarta, Indonesia, someplace I ain't never been before. Like that's when I used to get mad. I was just like, what? You know what? Da 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 da. This is not health. This not.
All right, welcome back to another fighter interview. I'm here joined by Majid Corbett, the Gamma World Champion 2025. Majid, man, I appreciate your time. Let me interview you again. I interviewed you back in May of 2024 for the Southeast Kickboxing. You've had a lot of different events since then, so let's go ahead and talk about that, man. So let's cap off 2024. You've had a really big year. How would you summarize 2024?
Summarizing 2024. It was kind of like the year of the branding, like just branding myself and like showing people like this is what I do, this is how I do shit. So yeah, it was really just like putting out my brand out there, like through fighting, my personality and stuff like that. So 2024 to cap that up, it was just like a really really good year to brand myself and put myself on and show people like what's to come. So that was really it. That was really 2024. You know what I'm saying? It's just to let everybody know like what's coming, what's next.
Yeah, man, we're very excited to watch you. Obviously, again, you had a really big 2024, and you've had a really big start to 2025 too. You went down to Jakarta, Indonesia, to compete for the Gamma World Championship.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, tell me how that went.
dude, it was sick, bro. Fucking or freaking Jakarta, Indonesia, someplace I ain't never been before. And me and my coach and my girl, we went out there and we got an Airbnb. We didn't stay at the hotel or anything like that. We did a little something different because anytime we ever go like places or whatever, we just stay at the hotel and stuff like that. But we got a little tip from like the gym old boys. When I went out to Uzbekistan in November for the IMMAF World Championships, those boys were staying out in Airbnbs, and me and Carl were like, bro, we got to do that. Like that route is way better. You can eat what you want, you can do whatever you want. Like you're not worried about nothing. You can do laundry and stuff, but that's the route we took. I think it was like the best route. My girl made it an amazing trip for me. She did a lot of stuff for me. My coach, Carl, he did a lot of things for me. And dude, Jakarta was, itself was pretty dope. I didn't get to go out much. I went out maybe like twice, maybe after the fight, or like once before the fight, and then once after. But being the fighter, the athlete, you just kind of really focus on fighting. So there wasn't too much like sightseeing. We got to do all those things, but for me personally, nah, I had to get rest and recover and go work out and stuff, which I rather do anyway. I'm not there to look around and see how beautiful it is.
How many days were you in Jakarta?
Oh man, like 10, 11 or something like that. I don't even remember, dude. I don't even remember. Maybe 12 days. Um, yeah, it was definitely over a week because we got there a couple of days before. I think we got there Thursday. My last fight was Saturday, and we left like Sunday or Monday or something like that. So that's like 12, 13 days or something, maybe less. My math is off, but nah, dude. Yeah, I was out there for like a week and some change.
Yeah, time flies when you're fighting, man. Like you said, you're focused on the next thing. So, do you have to make weight every single day at those tournaments, or?
You know what? So in IMAF, when I fought in IMAF, in November, you had to make weight every single day. And for yeah, and for Gamma, it's sort of like the same thing. So like Tuesday you weigh in, and then they'll let you fight Wednesday. And then if you win Wednesday, you weigh in and fight Thursday. You weigh in, fight Friday. You weigh in, fight Saturday. So yeah, you technically weigh in every day except
Got
like
it.
the first day. They give you one day like to get yourself right. Which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But after that, they're like, nah.
Yeah,
But
but
what
like,
kills me, what kills me is like, yo, while we're grown ass men, like give us a pound or something. But I don't be tripping. That's just me. I just be talking about stuff and things like that.
yeah, they don't give you guys any allowances because usually at tournaments like that, at least in the US, if you do multiple weigh-in day, you'll weigh in like exactly on weight, and then the next time you weigh, they'll give you +1.
They give you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sort of kind of like in college, but not even NCAA. Nah, they didn't even do that with us in college. Like that's when I used to get mad. I used to be like, what, what, da 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 da. This is not health, this and that. I was just in my fields cutting weight, acting like a punk.
Yeah, man, that's definitely tough. I know. a friend of mine, he fought in IMMAF a couple years ago too, and they were having issue. A lot of athletes were having issues making weight because they had trashed the sauna in the hotel, so the hotel closed the sauna. So
Oh,
so guys were just like were unable to make weight,
scumbag.
and like you and I, right? We live in South Carolina, so it's hot out here, so we're acclimated to the heat, so we sweat easier. But guys from Europe, like they don't get to sweat as easy, so they
Yeah,
can be on
nah.
treadmill for hours. They don't get to lose that weight.
Yeah, nah. Some guys have. I seen some guys get in the sauna pretty late or like close to weigh-ins, and I'd be like, damn. I don't think you gonna make it. But you're not even sweating, brother. But yeah, dude, nah, they kept the sauna clean at ours down in Uzbekistan. I think that was the first time I've been to a hotel with a sauna in it. They had a sauna, a steam room. I don't use no steam room, but Uzbekistan was really nice because I had the sauna and then like it was like 40 degrees outside, so I would just go outside and jump in the pool. But same thing for like Thailand, or excuse me, Thailand, Indonesia, dude. It was like I found like this one spot crazy, bro. I thought it was a brothel at first, and I was shitting bricks, dude. I was like, dude. So let me tell you this. So we pull up to the spot. It's called Vixen Spa or something like that. I think that's what it's called. But we go in. We're like, all right, sweet. We're here. I was like, I'm here for the sauna and the cold plunge, and this is like the only place in like Jakarta, Indonesia, that had this. And so like I got pretty lucky. So I'm like, yo, I'm excited. I'm like, all right, yo, let's go. I finally get to get what I want. Like, let's go. So they're like, yeah, the sauna and the cold tub, go that way, go to that desk. So me and Carl would go to the desk, and immediately I walk up to the desk, and this dude, he's smoking a cigarette. He takes a screen, doesn't even say a word. He takes a screen, turns it. It's just like photos of women. I immediately went into panic mode, and I looked at Carl. I was like, bro, no way, we're in the wrong place. Cause like I'm like, time is valuable when you like
Hmm.
in a week. You're like counting hours. You're like, yo, I'm going to be here. I got to do this. Like so I can get back to sleep, so I can eat, so I can digest, so all that good stuff. Like you got to play that into account when you're competing and fighting. But yeah. So immediately I'm like, yo, like my time has been wasted. I got us to a brothel. Like, what the hell am I thinking, bro? Like, and Carl was like, yo, chill, chill, chill. And I was like, yo, what's going on? And he was like, nah, bro. He's like, these are just like women you can pick to, give you a massage. And I was like, all right. I was like, but y'all got a sauna and a cold tub. He's like, oh yeah, right over there. I'm like, what? All right, I don't need to talk no more. Pay this man and let's react and let me do my thing. And so that's what just ended up happening. We figured out like how much we owed him, and we were like, yo, I was like, all right, where you got it, let's go, we out. And yeah, I did my thing, and he was there for me. He got in the sauna a couple of times, and got in a cold tub with me a couple of times, and I think you see it on my vlog when I post my vlog on YouTube, Majid Corbett MMA. But yeah, the episode will come out here sooner or later that you'll see something like that. It's pretty dope.
Awesome, man. Yeah, like you're talking about branding. You're actually one of the only fighters I get to interview that has a decent amount of social media
Yeah.
content. Unless like you're a pro. So like as an amateur, you're like one of the only guy that has a decent amount of social media activity. So I actually watched all your vlogs last night, this morning.
Ah,
So I got to see you jump in that pool and stuff. Yeah, man, that's nice.
yeah.
I want to talk to you like about Uzbekistan, man. Like how was that? What was the country like? Did you enjoy it?
Dude, Uzbekistan, yeah, dude, I loved it, bro. That was like one of the best places I've ever been on earth. Dude, it was crazy part is everyone was telling me they're like, don't go over there. The election time's going on. Like, don't go over there. And I'm like, yo, I don't know. I gotta do what I gotta do. And whatever happens, happens. It's in God's hand. But I'm gonna try my best to make a way. But no, we go over there. They're the nicest people. I think that's that place so far is most people like ask to take pictures. They'll look at you and they all got like a peculiar look, like they just look at you and like they don't look too happy. So you like at first you're like, yo, what's good with you guys? Like what's good with you? And it's nothing. It's just how they look, you know what I'm saying? And they're probably thinking positive things. But what happens is you'll walk past someone and they'll look at you kind of funny. You're like, what the hell are you looking at like that for? And they'll you walk past them and like 2 minutes later they'll tap you on the shoulder, be like, hey, can we take a picture? Can we take a picture? It's like, what? Yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah, man, you're like a celebrity over there. Yeah, I did see a couple of those interactions. Something that I wasn't interested is you went to the market like before your weigh-in. I think you bought some honey that day. And like
Yeah.
some of the vendors are giving you some things to try. What was like the favorite thing you tried from there?
Uh, dude, what did it was like this? Like it was like this. It was like an apple or something like that.
It was like that orange thing that the vendor was cutting up for you.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. That thing, yeah, dude. It was different, dude, and it was like wild, like to see like different fruit like over there. It's like what never thought or knew this shit existed. And
Yeah,
there
for
was like
sure.
some other things they talked about where you like had to cut it up and you put it in like a rice or something like that or some type of meal. And what's crazy is that guy actually, I think what Anvar was his name. No, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. I can't remember his name. I got to go back and look. But dude, what's crazy is um he actually made the meal for me. He was like, "Hey, if you come back, like I made this meal for you that we're talking about. Like I made this meal." He's like, "If you come back, uh, you should you should get it." And we were trying to make a day to come back, trying to make a way to come back, but we couldn't. Like we were too busy, like going one place or having to be another, and so it just never worked out. So my apologies, brother, if you're watching this. Um, but I definitely want to go back and see what he was talking about, like food wise. And I was like, yo, what's good with this? But dude, they're so nice. They're so nice. Like dude made a meal for me. They don't even know me. It's like, yo, come back to the market. It's like,
Yeah, for sure, man. Like the world, sometimes I think the world, it's easy to look at the world in danger, in context of danger, but everywhere people are just trying to live good lives, man. They're just trying to do good, trying to live by other people. And I think that's awesome that you got to experience a lot of the hospitality there. That's awesome.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
nah, it's pretty dope.
let's talk about the competition, man. IMAF, I know that was probably the biggest competition you've done so far. I mean, that event looked amazing, dude. Like from the lighting and the camera work and all the guys working there.
Yeah.
You fought 3 times, 4 times,
3 times.
3 times, yeah. And then you fought the previous world champion. So I want to get it right into it, man. Like, how was that experience like fighting ops from different places you've never been before? How was that like?
Nah, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope, bro. It's like it's probably the coolest thing I get to do,
For
and
sure.
it's something I always wished and prayed for, and I
For
finally
sure.
feel like I get to express myself. But it was dope, man. I had the first fight against some Uzbekistan kid, and I pretty much broke him. But he was game. He was game for sure. Um, he was catching me with a couple of low kicks, and I was just kind of eating them. But personally, I don't ever want to just eat something. I just want to get the hell out the way and defend it, right? But anywho, besides that, I ended up breaking him. I felt when he broke, but yeah, bro. And then I fought the kid from Portugal. He was pretty tough. He was a cool cat. But that Elias Erber, yeah, that fight had me pretty pissed. Cause dude, I just don't think I did enough grappling going into the tournament. I was kind of like sleeping on my own grappling, just like I'm the man. Like I can want to grapple or whatever. But when I got in there, that's just really all he did, and I was just too focused on trying to fight him and hit him and shit like that. So it was just like, you know, focus on like the position you're in versus what you're feeling. And I made the adjustments and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think a big part was he played the game. Like he did a really good job of playing the game, playing the rules of how to fight, and I tip my hat for him for that because that is how you win a fight. That's how you stay safe and things like that, and not take damage. Because anytime I fight someone, I hurt him, I make him bleed or anything like that. So his coaches knew that, he knew that, and it was very very smart and a very very smart game plan by him. So like I said, I give credit to him for that and how he fought. Um, and yeah, so I just don't think I have enough time in a 9-minute fight. That's just not my style. How I'm built. Like I start turning it up the more we fight, and that's something I can't wait to be able to fight 15 minutes to 25 minutes, pretty much the rest of my life. Because I think that's where I really shine. But no, we had a little 9-minute fight. He got a little control on the back. I think not even I think I outstruck him in the third round. And with him on my back for 2 minutes and 40 fucking seconds, can't even believe that. But anywho, that's behind us. You know what I'm saying? We figured out. We were like, yo, we saw where we messed up. I was safe. You know, I was definitely upset and everything like that. And I just had a message to the people because it was just something I wasn't expecting. Of course, no one's ever expected. I hope no one's ever expecting to lose a fight when they're going in a fight. But that's your own personal thing if that's you, not me. But yeah, we figured it. We just saw where we made the mistakes and then we made the adjustment day one when we got right back into the gym. So I got kicked out the tournament early. I lost in the quarters. I think it was a Thursday. I think the finals, quarters, semifinals, yeah, were a Saturday. So we are definitely planning to fight till Saturday. And so I got those 2 days off, and then we flew back. I think Sunday or Monday or something like that. And I was back in the gym training on Tuesday.
Yes.
The day we got back, I was training, and then yeah, fucking we made the adjustments. I wrestled, just jiu-jitsu, damn learn how to get out of that shit, and
That body
yeah,
triangle.
yeah, that body triangle, and then yeah, bro, went to Indonesia, kind of did a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching your highlights. I mean, you posted it in the vlog, so it was definitely easy, right? Watching the highlights from all three of your fights, and definitely against Elijah, he was getting to the back and getting that that body triangle. Something you mentioned is like he knew how to play the game. I mean, he is the former world champion,
Yeah,
and so like he has experience with this kind of tournament
yeah,
before too. So like if you could go back and do it again, which I think that's definitely a real possibility for you to do it this year too.
yeah.
How would you approach the game a little bit differently? Like, would you incorporate more grappling to not take damage? What would you change?
About that situation.
And just in general, like the entire tournament. Now that you realize like how the tournament circuit works, like that.
Oh yeah, just like that. Just how I fought in Indonesia. Just how I fought in Indonesia. Just fight where, just do my thing. Fight where I'm comfortable at. And you always gotta adjust to your opponent. Like just be like water. Adjust to what's in front of you. And that's really it, dude. But you gotta fight smart. You gotta fight safe. First thing is don't get hit. That's all you gotta care about is don't get hit. Don't even block a kick. Don't even because that'll hurt the next day because it's a tournament. You know what I'm saying? So it's smart to kind of get in there. For his sake, get through my range and take a shot, get under my legs, and look at talking now. That shit won't work, and he won't sign a contract for that. At 35 or 45. But yeah, nah, that shit wouldn't work. And but yeah, that's kind of what you would want to do. You want to grapple a little bit more. Striking is crazy because you'll break your hands. The guys I was supposed to fight in Indonesia, a kid from Africa, South Africa, excuse me. I was supposed to fight. I had a fight. I had a bye, and then I had a fight and a fight. But that bye was supposed to be a guy from South Africa. He broke his hand the fight before. Same thing at Gamma the year before in 2024. Um, I was supposed to fight this German kid, Alexander Luster. Uh, he broke his hand. So it's just kind of like, you got to fight smart. Don't be thinking about striking the whole time because striking takes a lot of damage and provides, but so you got
Yeah.
to grapple.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. And like you said, that is your strong suit, and taking down ground and pound stuff. So that's cool, man. Yeah, I hope we get to see you in the international stage again. I mean, it's really cool seeing somebody that I've interviewed, take over the world like that. I'm sure you are definitely on the map internationally. I think you've done a really good job at the IMMAF tournament. I'm really excited to see where you go next. So let's
Thanks,
talk
dude.
about what's next for you, man. So like 2025, you already started off with a bang, getting another a two-peat world championship for the Gamma World Championship. So what's the big objective for this year, man?
Dude, just open for opportunities. The big objective is to turn pro and take over the world. Yeah, start punching these monkeys in their face. Dude, freaking, we got Gamma again in June for sure. We're doing that one more time, and it's down in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So if you want to help sponsor me to get out there and represent your brand and vlog it, let the world see your brand on my back as I'm walking through the streets of the villas or whatever they call them. That'd be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? And however we can help the community, I'm all for it. But Brazil in June, and then we got my pro debut in August here in Greenville, South Carolina. So
Would it be with Showcase?
yeah, it will be with Showcase. Yeah, 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 yeah. So Showcase come down to Greenville. I don't know the venue they got right now, but hopefully again it's probably at the Double Stand Brewery, and I want everybody in the world to come out to it. So it's gonna be sick. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be probably the biggest event Greenville's seen in a long time, and it'll bring more attraction to Greenville. To MMA fighters and stuff like that want to fight.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny because I'm looking at the what would you say, like the list of MMA gyms in Greenville, and it's definitely smaller than what it is in Charleston. But I think the hype in the upstate area is growing with teams like Jimmo and Modern Warrior, and of course your gym too, No
Yeah,
Worries Academy. So like you guys are definitely leveling up the competition,
yeah,
and yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm really excited to hear you're gonna be having a pro debut in August.
yeah. Oh
What
yeah.
is you're fighting in June in Brazil? That's awesome. How's your Portuguese? How's your confidence in
Nah.
Portuguese?
Oh, I know. Boy, shout out to my boy Avery. Shout out to my boy Avery at Alliance. Yeah, I know. Boy, nah, I got a couple Brazilian songs, like Brazilian funk songs on my phone. That's all I got. I'll play that shit in the street and get everybody rocking and vibing. Or if I hear some shit, I'll get rocking and vibing with them. But once they get to talking, I'm gonna be like, nah, I don't know, I don't know, no Portuguese.
Yeah, I don't speak like that. Yeah, no,
Google
that's cool, man.
Translate.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be just as hospitable to you as they were in other places too. So that's cool,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, nah, that'd be cool, dude. Everybody's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Like, how do you feel like, you're obviously a leader amongst your peers, how do you feel like what is your expectation for the No Worries Academy crew for 2025?
Dude, it's pretty big, man. Dude, we got a bunch of kids. We got a bunch of kids that are getting so much better. Really, really fast. They're buying in and they're doing their deed. They're showing up to training. Bunch of kids. Our kids program is gonna be pretty solid. And I'm excited for that. And but dude, we got a bunch of high school kids that are about to wrestle at the state tournament. So I'm really, really excited for all those boys. And they've gotten a lot better since last year. So we're about to produce a couple champions. And then that's that. I'm just talking that on that aspect. I was talking about wrestling, but what else? What else do we got? We got the guys. Got the guys fighting. We got guys looking to fight April. We got guys looking to fight in August. Hopefully, everyone's fighting in August. That'd be really, really fun and really, really sick. That was the best time ever when we were all fighting. But right now, man, yeah, it's looking pretty good, guys. Everybody's getting back in, feeling good. Getting bodies right and stuff like that. But I think everybody's going to do great. We're moving into the bigger space for our gym over at No Worries Academy, so that's going to be awesome. We're going to have our our second year anniversary, like March 8th and 9th, and we should be in the big building by then. So it's going to be sick, dude. So yeah, we're going to have a lot more mat space. We're going to have like amenities, things like that, sauna, cold tub, like stuff that's just gonna like you're gonna see like everyone get better just based off of bigger space and like the moves that Carl Reed's making with that academy, in all aspects, wrestling, jujitsu, kids, jujitsu, all that kids wrestling.
That's awesome, dude. I mean, only second year. Congratulations, Coach Carl, for opening up a second location. That's amazing, man. Moving into a bigger
Nah, nah, it's
facility.
not. Nah, it's not a second location.
It's a
It's
bigger
like
location.
it's in the same spot, but
Yeah.
it's like a bigger building right next to a little
Nice.
building we're at. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And
That's
I think we
awesome.
still got the little builder. So we just go to once somebody move their stuff out of there, we gonna do our thing in there. We gonna
I
put
got you.
yeah,
Okay. Man,
yeah.
I love to come visit, man. Once y'all open up that to the bigger location, I would love to come
It's
visit for
not a
sure.
second location yet. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. No, that'd be awesome, man. Yeah, congratulations to you guys. That's everybody's hard work right there, when the gym upgrade, that just shows that everyone's hard work is working. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, like before we wrap it up, man, I want to talk a little bit more about like the MMA hype news. So what's like what fighters you like to watch right now in the UFC? Who are you like trying to not mimic, but like take away and put it into your game?
Nah, my coach would hate me if I say this, but I don't be really watching anyone, dude. I just be doing my thing. I just be listening to my coaches, watching our film, and I watch fights, but I'm also kind of lying. I do be watching fights. I watch how guys fight and like their approach to the game and stuff like that. But I was always kind of like the same in wrestling. Like I watch wrestling like here and there, and then like when I the film study I did was like on myself, and like I did a little bit of film study on other guys, and I still do that, but it's like not as crazy as much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like I'm doing it for like multiple hours a day. I'm just like watching stuff, seeing it. I just pick up stuff pretty easy, and I understand it really, 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 really well. That being said, dude, I love Corey Sandhagen. That's like the only 135 right, I can really like get down with. I
That's my
love
favorite
Marab.
fighter too.
I really like Marab. I really, really love Marab. You know what I'm saying? I really love Marab. I would love to train with him and Aljamain and all those boys over there. They're pretty dope. I like Umar's style. I think Umar has kind of the best style. But I don't know, man. I just watch everybody. I love John Jones. Um, I can't get over my dog Justin Scoggins. I love watching him. Damn, dude. I don't know. I think people sleep on him. Justin Scoggins, and I don't know. I watch his shit pretty often. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to be like him. That guy, that motherfucker is a dog. And yeah, that's really it. Brandon Royval. Um, I watch like people that I've trained with, like and I follow on social media, like guys over at Factory X, Richie Lewis. I just watched his grappling match on Karate Combat Submission with Lance Palmer. I watch his stuff all the time. I watch my boy Sweeney stuff. I'll go back and look at their stuff, but that's really it.
Yeah, man. How was like the vibe for the Team USA while you guys were abroad? Like Kerry Miller, he won the world championship and stuff. I mean, shout out to Jimmo. Those guys are
Shout out to
crazy
them
killers,
boys,
man.
man. Shout out to Kerry. Shout out to Gabe. Shout out to Dante, Caleb Spears. Shout out to my man Lil Isaac, dog. Shout out to all them, man. Dude, the experience we're all cool. I love them all. They're all dope. And shout out to the Scorpion fighting system over there in Michigan. They're all the coolest people too. You know what I'm saying? The Jimmo boys are dope. My boys from Chicago over there. Yeah, dude. Everyone I've met through the IMMAF and Gamma Association have all been pretty well off, great people, and it's because we all kind of doing the same shit. So we you kind of got to be. But they're some of the most down to earth, coolest people, and we have a blast when we're hanging out. I personally think at least I'm having a blast. I'm laughing, I'm joking, talking to them and shit like that. But yeah, nah, they're the crew, and I feel like we get along, and I think we all support each other and want to see each other succeed.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, like looking at the roster, you guys brought on the American wrestling out to the Europeans over there. So that's super badass to see.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and your striking has gotten like very clean, man. I mean, like since I watched you in May, and that was kickboxing fights, so it's a little different, right? But bigger
Yeah, and that
gloves,
shit was
spit all
like
the
6 minutes, so you kind of got to go in there and just get the fucking.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yeah.
You
You
ain't
look
got
good that
time to
fight
be
too,
setting
but
shit up and.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, like your striking is looking good. I love like when I think you like step back, cross. Oh no, like you step back. Oh no, you step through cross, your rear cross, and then as he's circling off, you're like hitting with that rear hook and stuff. So the switch stance is looking money, man. So
Yeah.
it's still great to see the improvements in your game, and I'm really excited for you this year.
Nah.
Um, before we wrap it up, man, like you have any message you want to give out to your sponsors, to your fans, to the people that's watching you?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Slate, man. Shout out to those guys. They're doing awesome things. They're paired up with the UFC and things like that, and they're giving like young entrepreneurs, young ambassadors chances to make a name for themselves and make a brand for themselves. So shout out to them. Shout out to Red Pill Theory. They're a pretty awesome page, man. I think that they post a lot of the truth and what's going on in America and the world that I feel like people should see and like educate themselves on because it's really really important. Who we have like running this world, but telling you what to do and making laws. But besides that, shout out to everyone who supported me. Shout out to No Words Academy, all my gyms, Performance Evolution. Strength training with Gurr. Like he's top notch, man. He's like the best in the state, best. Fuck, dude, he might be best in the country, dude. He's up there. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to him. Shout out to a lot of people. Shout out to the fight doctors. And, just all my other brands that support me that I rock on my back. And it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you for all you guys. But yeah, man. Yeah, I can't do anything but give gratitude and thankfulness to the Almighty and yeah, thankful that He put these people in my life to help support me, and chase my dreams and freaking be the best in the world.
Majid, go ahead and shout out your socials too while you're at it.
My who? My what?
Your socials.
Oh yeah, yeah. Follow me
I'll
on
put it.
Instagram, dude.
I'll put it across the page.
All right, word. Follow me on Instagram, dude. At Mac Corbett, Macorbee. Oh, I can't even spell it. Cut that. Check me out. Yo, Yeah, check me out. Follow me on Instagram at MA Corbett 135. You can do the same on TikTok. It's the same MA Corbett 135. Go on my YouTube. It's Majid Corbett MMA. So that's pretty dope. You get to watch my vlogs and some little bit of highlights and things like that. What else we got? Just look me up on Facebook at Majid Corbett. And, pop me up. Just Google me, baby, and you'll find something. So yeah, just Google me.
Majid, I appreciate your time today, man. Thank you to all the sponsors that make Majid's dream possible. He's got big things coming in 2025, so make sure you support him. Make sure you get at him, get your brand name on there, because I think it's only a matter of time before we see this guy on the world stage. So, actually, we've already seen him on the world stage, but we'll see him on the world stage at a pro level. So,
Yeah, yeah,
make sure you guys are on the journey early. Majid, thank you for your time today. Stay tuned for the other fighter interviews, man. Thank you very
yeah.
much.